That was the third one. I already started before I started recording. But it's okay to catch up late. I turn the volume down on the game so it doesn't blast my speakers. Okay, I think I have plenty of materials for, at least as far as these items to craft. I just need more of the other things. I think I'll just go do one more round of these. That way I have plenty of them, like, saved up. Hopefully I won't need them all, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna wait to use this one because I don't want it to like get absorbed and not give me a portal because this one's already there. Like maybe there's like some sort of a bug where it won't overlap or something. Okay, there we go. And whoops. There we go. Excellent. Now I can go, well, once I finish these 4, then I can go do, go farm a vision and get lots and lots of legendary drops. Hopefully a primal, because that would let me upgrade my weapon. My final weapon, not these weapons. Unfortunately, this is not the season where we have like the really cool weapon tokens that drop that we can do things with. That's my favorite season, is the fun token drops. Because then you can have, like, if you have a two one-handed weapons, or a weapon and an offhand, you can like make one like a special seasonal weapon, and then you can make the other one into a primal. And that gives you like a really nice boost. Or alternatively, you could do something like make Squirt's necklace into a primal, which can be really, really useful. If you get a good roll. If you don't get a good roll, then it's like bleh. All right, now it's time to go farm a vision. I'm gonna swap my set. This is my speed set, by the way, which just swaps in this gem for more DPS. All right. Oh no, that was my push build. Got it. Now it's very laggy. Whoops, these guys will go down here. These will go up here. So yeah, that's, I'm not enjoying the lag from playing on the EU server. That's not pleasant to me. Oh, right, I'm gonna keep this. Because I already cubed it. Now I want one that I can wear if I decide I want to wear one. Okay, so this. And now I will go to the best zone for this, which is Temple of the Firstborn. Basically just kill everything you can. Because every single thing has a chance to drop a portal. Or to spawn a portal. That's right, I put the speed. There it is. I have the belt that gives me extra speed, I believe, when I do Warcry, which is really nice. Makes it feel more like a God Demon Hunter. Nice. Trying to avoid those arcane beams if I can. They are a little bit ouchy. Wow, no legendaries in there. That's unusual. There's one, finally. That's weird. Only one so far. This is on T16, right? Yeah, it's T16. Just not being very generous with its legendaries this time. That's better. 2, 1, 2. Normally I can fill up an inventory easily, and then some. 680, nice. Oh, this is bosses. I can tell when it's like empty like this. Oh. Very ouchy compared to Demon Hunter. Wow. One of the problems of being in melee range, right? Yeah, I don't see this build being hardcore viable, honestly. It's a little ouchy. At least, you know, just FYI, if I could do this on the Demon Hunter with my eyes closed, with half the gear I have now, and not take any damage. That's just how good that other build is. So this is a bit disappointing. And so, like, I arrive here fresh this morning thinking, maybe today I'll crack the code and it'll be fun. But then I'm like, oh, I'm dying? Really? To this? I'm dying to this? I mean, my toughness is 1 billion toughness. How can I be dying to that crap? One is, my damage is, like, terrible. In spite of the fact that it should be good. Maybe I'll just bite the bullet and level a Demon Hunter, you know? Because that's what I truly love playing. I mean, I did this to learn something and try something different, and maybe that's what I've learned, is that I just really like Demon Hunter, and I really don't like anything else. At least not this. But you can push harder with this class. Yeah, technically on that board, maybe, but is it fun to play? No. Sometimes it's fun to play, like when you unlock a piece of gear and you're like all of a sudden, good God, 20% more powerful, then that's fun. But then you need to do the next thing, and then it's not fun because now you're suddenly behind the power curve. And look at this. I'm at 1 billion toughness. How am I dying to these guys? How is this even remotely reasonable? I've got the buffs. Maybe I'm currently not built, to handle this amount of damage, but I could do this on Demon Hunter with my eyes closed. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous how unpowerful this is. How am I dying to this crap? Maybe I should put the damn bubble back on. Is the bubble not on? No, the bubble's on. I got the bubble. Go to my push build just for those guys? That's ridiculous. Shouldn't be necessary. I should be able to kill those guys in a speed farming build. That shouldn't be a thing. There's no question. I should be able to kill those guys in this build. That's how weak this build is. It's ridiculous. I mean, obviously, putting Raycor or putting Tegek back on is what helps. But I want speed, and there's no other way to get the speed except without using this gem, this bracer, doing the Warcry. I mean, that's how I'm able to get DH God type speeds, right? This is about as fast as you would move using the God build just by default, without any extra things. And this is even slower than that right now. So when you want to move fast, that's what you want to use, the God build. Apparently. It's fun to complain. Men complain to work out their feelings. We just bitch and moan and complain and gripe, and then we feel really good. We're like, I feel better. I've bitched and moaned about something. Especially if it's something that I have no control over. At the moment. I mean, obviously I could just stop playing. But in the moment, I want to accomplish this one thing, so I have to do it a certain way, and so now I'm sort of screwed in the fact that I have to do it this way. And maybe I just swap back to Tegek, and I give up that lovely 25% speed bonus. It's unfortunate. I guess this build pretty much requires Tegek. I was hoping I could do without it. But apparently I need 2 billion to survive this. Where does this go to now? 1 billion. I know there's not a direct correlation between toughness and whether you'll live or not, but it's usually a pretty close guide. We'll see how this does. Yep, look at that. Even with Tegek. Look how long this is taking. It stops being fun. It's like, this is not fun. How does anyone find this class fun? When it's so weak. We'll just build it stronger. Yeah, but I don't have to build. Okay. If all you've played is this, then yes, this is what you're used to. Then that makes sense. You'd be like, well, it's strong enough. You just have to do this and this. Is like, but I don't have to do any of that on the God Demon Hunter. All I have to do is just hit a button and play. Well, that's too easy. It's playing itself. Yeah, so is this. If you want to, if I wanted to lower this, I could just basically just hold right click and the class would just play everything. Well, it's more complicated because you have to like do these things to survive at a higher level, but you don't have to do that on the Demon Hunter. Yes, you have to click some buttons, but it's almost like a rhythm you go through. W-E-R. 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 It's not like annoyingly tedious to, it's not a hardship just to hit those buttons over and over, right? It's not that difficult. This is like what I want to steer away from, which is this really overly complicated buff this, then make sure you hit this, then 10 seconds later, make sure you hit this, and now it's like this really, I wouldn't say that it's twitchy, because I can't stand twitchy gameplay. I've seen people do that. It's just not my thing. But this is more like extremely contingent survival. Survival is contingent on making sure you have this and this and this, and don't let that drop, and make sure you don't lose that. And you have to hit this at the right time, otherwise it doesn't last long enough to get the next thing. And it's like, who designs a class like that? It's so annoying. It's like these things. Why do I have to keep hitting that every 120 seconds? Just make it last for 10 minutes. It's not that difficult. These should last for 10 minutes, right? Or be a toggle. But, you know, it's just, And yes, let me cast it more often if I want to, but that's just, it's like a nuisance item. Like, we're going to annoy you with the fact that you have to cast this again too soon. There's no benefit to it. I'm not obtaining anything by having to do that more often. You know, it's like, do this because it's going to drop off if you don't. Why? Why? It's not integral to the gameplay. It's just a nuisance item. It's just something to annoy you, to remind you that you have to actually, you know, click a button. Look at this damage I'm taking. And I have 1 billion toughness. How is this possible? Well, toughness doesn't equal survival. No, but it's generally a good guide on most classes that if you have 1 billion toughness, that means your ducks are lined up in a row and you can pretty much phone in a T16. I could clear this T16 with 100 million toughness on a DH, on the spinny build. 100 million toughness. Piece of cake. Everything on the screen erased. It's just that difference in power. Now, does that class scale up as high as this? According to the max roll charts, no. This one scales 5 GR levels higher. But does that matter when I'm trying to survive this? No, it's irrelevant. Just because you can do something doesn't mean it's fun. Just because I can go 5 GR levels or even 10 GR levels higher because of the way that this class scales when you have like all the right pieces in all the right places and you make sure you burn the right cooldowns at just the right time. Look at that, I'm just dying just from whatever. Last checkpoint, thank you. It's just ridiculous. It's not fun. I think this is the last I'm going to play of this. I'm going to finish this thing and then delete the character because it's just, well, I won't delete it. I'll use it to farm blood shards for the Demon Hunter. But I'm just going to say, fuck it. I'm going to play a Demon Hunter because I'll show you. It's so much better. It's just not fun. The DH God build is I would say as close to the most perfect build as you can get in this game, in my opinion. I've not played the Crusader Horsey build. I've heard that's also very, very good. I've seen people play it. It looks like one button I win, which I love. If I'm doing something like this, if I'm just farming for these things, for gold, if I'm farming for gold and trying to do these things, this needs to be a one button I win button. I shouldn't have to be in an end game build to survive this. It's ridiculous. This is just stupid. Look at that. It's just, it's retarded. I hate using that word, but I love the word, actually. I have almost 1 million life, which is what's recommended. Like, you're supposed to have about 1 million life. That should make you survive a lot, right? Especially if you have mitigation from this. I have this ring, which gives me a huge reduction in damage, right? 74% damage is not as much as 80%. The 74% damage reduction is really good. I have to go back to my push build. Because screw this class. It's broken. It's stupid. Oh good, 3 billion toughness, finally. I can survive against these mobs that I can just erase in one hit with my Demon Hunter. Without augments, without any ancients, just in basic core gear, the way it's designed. Screw it. I'm just going to do the rest of it in this mode. Not for the gold, just for the damn drops. And so I stopped bitching, complaining about how stupid this is. Because I'm even tired of hearing myself complain. What's nice is I'll be able to do the set dungeon. It'll be fun. Because it'll be a Marauder build. And I will just slowly erase every trace of this stupid Barbarian that I've grown to hate. Sorry, Barbarian lovers, but this is just... If you haven't played the Demon Hunter, you are really missing out. It is so incredibly fun. That particular build. The other stuff is okay. I mean, the Marauder is really fun to just farm with, but it's not fast, so it's not as fun as the Demon Hunter God build. The God build, I was late to the party playing it. I was like, I don't like Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, me. I think partially because I'd heard that the Demon Hunters were what you need to use to farm for cash back when we had the real money auction house. And that's what all the cool kids were playing. And they were farming like Diablo on like the hardest mode and getting lots of drops that they would then sell for cash. And so I developed this animosity towards Demon Hunter. It was irrational, admittedly, but it was still, I had antipathy towards it because of that. And so I copped an attitude and I didn't play it. I refused to play Demon Hunter for years because of that. I loved Witch Doctor. That was fun because it had pets, but it did have sort of a difficulty cap. Not a difficulty cap, but a push cap. I just couldn't get past a certain point. But it was really fun and safe for hard mode because of the pets keeping you alive, right? And then I read somewhere that Wizard was really good for this and this. I'm like, okay, I'll try Wizard. And then I fell in love with Wizard, and that was my jam for like 2 to 3 seasons, maybe 4 seasons. And so, yeah, I was a Meteor Wizard fiend. I loved it so much. It was so fun to play. Tal Rasha, you know? No, I'm not going to bother. It's not worth the effort. At this point, no thanks. Yeah, I've done the full season journey, including the Altar and the Echoing Nightmares and all the augments on Wizard, on Tal Rasha Wizard. Very fun. Did it with my sister one year. Brought her in, convinced her to play it with me, so we duoed all the way through from level 1. It was a blast. And then did the same thing with Demon Hunter. Finally convinced her to come back after a couple years and play Demon Hunter, and she was like, this is great. Just moving so fast through, like, the game. Just blazingly fast. It was just so fun. Let's see here. I'm going to save this. Because you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to re-roll Demon Hunter. And that's going to be Bridge. I'm going to stop this video and re-roll her as a new thing. I will be back momentarily on a new video.